Is your briefcase a mess? Do you have trouble finding anything in there? Well, if so, you're in the right place. Hi, this is Frank Buck, and this is the place to be if you want to get organized and make it look easy. Today's all about having an organized briefcase. A briefcase doesn't have to cost a fortune. The one that you're going to see in the video came from Wilson's Leather and cost well under $200. And while I don't see that exact bag on their website right now because I've had it for a number of years, you will get an idea of what to look for when choosing a briefcase and what to keep inside and where. So what goes in the briefcase? I'm going to show you what lives in there all the time and exactly where I put each thing. And I'm also going to show you what I carry when I don't have enough to justify carrying a briefcase. What you're going to see is rough, and it's me holding my phone in one hand and talking into the phone's microphone as I'm giving you the tour. But I do hope that it gives you some ideas that you can use. And here it is. So here's my briefcase. And here are all of the things that live in that briefcase all the time and that I can take with me and have with me anytime I pick up that briefcase. The only exception is the laptop computer that does not live in the briefcase unless I'm taking it somewhere. So let's show you how I pack that briefcase. First of all, I really like this flap in the front. It's just a zippered compartment. And the thing I like is that there's so many places to put things. For example, here is my magnetic name tag that I always have when I'm speaking anywhere. So there's a slot right there that goes. I have business cards and a little business card holder. That's going to go there. These slots I have a place for. There's a stylus that just lives right there. Here's a Sharpie so that if I need to sign a book, something like that, it goes right there. And then we all need a flash drive. So they're in a nice little case and that hooks right over there. And that part's done. Next, on the front of the briefcase, right above the little flap that we just showed you, here's a very roomy compartment, and these are the things that I keep in there. First of all, to have something to write on from anywhere, a memo book goes right in there. For the times that you have lint on your clothes, I've had this for years. It came as a part of a gift. The two parts just slide together. It has a little handle that flips up, and you just from anywhere remove lint from your clothes, and that goes right in there. A little tape measure. How many times do you just need to measure some dimensions? So very small, but I think it is like 3 feet long. Sticky notes to have from anywhere. So just a little book of sticky notes. I picked those up at a conference somewhere. We all need to have fresh breath, so that goes in that compartment also. To have some little tissues from anywhere, that goes in that compartment. This is, it doubles as a pen, and it's also a laser pointer. So right in that front pocket. Of course, I carry a money clip, I carry credit cards, but what if something got lost and I just needed cash? It's not a bad idea to just have some cash with you. And I put it in this envelope along with, these are little QR codes that I had printed off that just have my contact information. So someone can scan the QR code and pulls up all my contact information that they can just add to their contacts. That all goes in this envelope and goes in that same little front pocket. Now let's turn the briefcase around to the back. And here's another large zippered pocket back here. And here's what goes in there. 3 zippered pouches. Of course, we're still in COVID. We need to have masks wherever we are just in case. And so this particular bag just holds a number of masks. And then these two are both empty. Think about all the times that you're collecting receipts when you're out and about especially when you're going on a trip and you need a place to put them. I like to have everything containerized. So having a couple of zippered pouches that are empty and then they're in your briefcase all the time really comes in handy. So all of that goes right back in here in this pouch. And then you'll notice here, this is a little Velcro, just a little Velcro strap, so that when you're taking a trip, you've got suitcases and that sort of thing with you. This can just sit as you extend the handle of a suitcase. You can just slip it right through there and carry your briefcase along with the suitcase. And then now I'm looking from the back of the briefcase, and here's another large zippered container, several separators, so that if I have paperwork, this is a good place to put those things that are 8.5 by 11, 3 different sections. And a lot of times, if I'm going to be gone for several days and there's going to be a lot of paperwork involved, I have some plastic folders, a red one and a green one, for example. I like to use the green one for things that need action on them, and then things that I'm done with and I simply need to bring back home. I don't need them till I get back home from the trip, in the red one, and they can just slip in here along with other books to read on a plane or any other large paperwork. I think of this as my main storage area of the briefcase. Notice there are 3 pockets. Those are going to be also for things that stay in the briefcase all the time. And what are those? Well, first of all, you never know when you're going to need an umbrella. So I've got a very small one that fits into one of those pockets. You never know when you're going to need a charge on a phone. So instead of having to remember to take one all the time, I just have an additional one, and it just goes in there in the pocket along with the umbrella. In this middle pocket, now I got this little storage thing as a gift. I was looking for some ways to use it. So I have in there, here's a charger for my watch. Here's some earphones. Here's a little stain remover thing. And then I rarely use a pencil, but when I do need a pencil, here's one right there. And then a highlighter. So all of that just folds over, and it fits in this middle pocket. And then for the other pocket, things like maybe a little snack can just go in there. It could also be something like for a hand sanitizer. And I always like to have a pair of glasses wherever I go. I have one pair of glasses that stays at home all the time. And then this is a slightly older pair, just in a case, and it always lives right there in that pocket so that I always know where it is. Now, one of the reasons that I like to have a briefcase that opens from the top as opposed to having a flap, I'm holding my phone with one hand and doing everything else with the other. And notice I can go in, I can grab the glasses, I can put them back. I can get to any of these things in one of these compartments without having to open some kind of flap. So I could be in line somewhere and actually holding my briefcase, but be able to get into anything that I need. So I really like to have a briefcase that opens from the top zipper-wise as opposed to having a flap. The last thing to show you is the laptop computer along with the accessories. So if I'm away from home presenting somewhere, of course, all of that needs to go in the briefcase. Now, this is a little pouch that I got as a gift from Levenger's, and it's big enough to hold the charger for the laptop inside, a very small mouse, and presentation tool. For all the times that I don't need a briefcase, but I need something to put a few items in, I love this bomber jacket brief folio that I got from Levenger's. It zips all the way across and down, so easy to put things into. It feels just great, very bendable, and with one pocket inside. So what lives in there permanently and lives in that pocket? Well, right here. I want another pair of glasses. So this is an older pair of glasses. it goes in that pocket. I always want to have something to write on, so here's a memo book and pen. We all need a mask. I've got a couple that live in there. And then just a little zippered pouch that I can put Kleenex in. I could put some change in there. Just some place to have things containerized. And all of that lives in that one little pouch. And then just put whatever papers that you need in there. This is large enough that the laptop you saw earlier will fit in this. So there's the secret. I have quite a few items that I frequently need on the road, and they take up very little room. I have the peace of mind that I have what I need when I need it. And when I get home, I just simply empty everything that's loose from these two compartments. Everything that lives in the briefcase permanently has a home in a pocket or an outer zippered compartment, and I'm good to go. If you like this video, how about giving it a thumbs up and take a look at these two videos right over here and consider subscribing to the channel for more videos. Thanks for stopping by. This has been Frank Buck, helping you get organized and make it look easy.